I know. It seems like an oxymoron. Aren't all salespeople super outgoing, fun, type A personalities? Aren't they all extroverted? Well, the answer is no. In fact, you're looking at proof right now. My name is Mark Wilson, and I'm a full-time salesperson. And over the past 10 years, I've managed multi-million-dollar sales territories. I've sold Coke cans for less than $1 and single ticket purchases in excess of $1 million. I have a great group of customers that appreciates my experience and my service offering. And I'm a bona fide 100% introvert. I run the online sales training course called, naturally, Sales for Introverts, because I'm passionate about something that is just so personal to me. What gets more personal than your own personality? Well, like you perhaps, I struggled for years trying to muffle my introversion down and enhance my extroverted skills more than I could muster. It made for some rough days, and at many points in my career I just wasn't sure if I could continue in sales, and it warped me because I was putting up this facade. Well, eventually I had enough. I couldn't take pretending anymore. Did you know that a hallmark characteristic of introverts is their emphasis on authenticity? Well, I thought in sales you had to plaster on this friendly, smiley face every day, and I found out that it just wasn't sustainable. Well, instead, what I did find as I gradually just let myself be me is I actually started to flourish. My customers stopped taking me as some run-of-the-mill vanilla sales guy and started commenting. If I was having a bad day, I'd tell them. If I heard them crunching on something over the phone, I'd break the fourth wall and ask them what was for lunch. Well, hey, you're actually funny, they'd say, or they'd start sympathizing with me. I was building rapport, and I was making a name for myself. Well, over these past few years, I developed techniques, jotted down observations, and learned more about introversion, and I was just moved by it. So I've compiled this in my online course, which will help open your mind to a whole new level of sales that will get you on the right track to not only producing better numbers, but being happier doing it. And as I was reviewing everything, I thought, well, this is not just a boring business course at all. It's my story. But it's not just me. It's universal for any introvert dealing in the sales world. And yet, as introverts, we still really struggle in our extrovert-dominated culture in an extrovert-dominated career. We think a lot of things, but number one, sales jobs are only for extroverts. Number two, I can't put myself out there in front of customers. Number three, selling feels uncomfortable or sleazy. Number four, I don't like interrupting or imposing on people. Or number five, I feel like I'm lying or pretending. So I'm going to expose some secrets to you about this whole deal. So secret number one, you don't need to be extroverted at all to be a successful salesperson or to work anywhere in sales. So let me be the first to tell you that all that glitters isn't gold. You might be surprised to know that actually, in many cases, introverts have the upper hand on extroverts. In the course, I cover multiple ways you can stand out without having to shout and how thinking can outsmart talking. Secret number two, if there's any small chance they can use your product, you aren't imposing on others by selling. Just to use an example from everyday life. My sister sells children's books. I thought it was silly at first. I mean, aren't they all the same cutesy, colorful little books? I mean, interchangeable. But then I had kids, and these books are targeted at different ages as kids develop. Well, guess what? I have a 2-year-old now learning how to count, but all I have are infant books about baby cows and sheep. I need better books. It's called a need, and you can be there to service that need for your customers. And secret number three, I feel like I'm lying or pretending every day that I go into work. Well, guess what? It's because you are. But the secret is, you just don't have to. Sorry, you still need to be nice, but you can excel with your introverted personality on full display. Well, I'm passionate about breaking down these barriers and turning them into strengths. I've lived it, and now I want to offer a hand to my fellow introverts. My goal is to help you become comfortable confident salespeople who earn more money. In the course that I've developed, we tackle all of these secrets and much more in order to see you meet that goal. So my question is, do you think that this could work for you? Whether you're just starting out or been doing it for 30 years, but just never could own your own identity. It's never too late to feel liberated like I have. And how much more so if you can do this training early in your career and get your mind right from the start. My course is simple and fun. It's a half day of your time. And just ask your company to pay for this important 100% business-focused sales course. It's a no-brainer. And by the way, this isn't a sit in the circle and sing kumbaya type course. As salespeople, we expect to produce good numbers and make good commissions. The whole course is designed to start molding you towards transforming into a stronger, competitive sales hero. Remember, sales for introverts is comfort, confidence, earn more money. Come and learn more at salesforintroverts.com. I hope to see you there.